how you doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and today we will be sorting cards for grading purposes. Now, our previous episode was a set. It was a classic set, and because of... No, that's not what you want, you silly. There we go. Because we did a set last episode, we want to do loose cards this episode. That's what I'm trying to do is alternate back and forth. So, start at the clock. We'll go for 15 to 20 minutes of just handfuls of loose cards and see where we end up. So, without further ado, let's grab these. These are top loaded. I don't know what, and there's a couple watch touches in the back. I don't know what they are or what anything about them. And then I have a bunch of piles of sleeved cards, and I don't want those. So we're going to do the top loaded ones, and then as the time continues, as I say, well, there's still time left, then we'll grab sleeved cards and see where we go from there. So let's see what we have here. First one is interesting. This is from the movie Batman and Robin. That's the Joker symbol. It's Batman Metal Forever. Batman Forever Metal up in smoke. Now, I can see that this top loader's a little dirty. Let's see if this... Yeah, no, it's definitely in much better condition outside the top loader. So let's toss that top loader. Stick it in a new top loader. I am going to get this graded. And I'm going to get this graded at PSA, or I may go with TCG. I got to look into that. But for the time being, those are the same thing to me. They all get put into PSA, and then when I look into the CGC, when I look into that grading, anything that's not anything that's Star Wars or comic book or Buffy, I may go that route with them and PSA with the other stuff. I haven't decided yet, but it goes PSA until then, and then I can just pull it out, is the plan. So PSA on that one. Looks like the next one's the same thing. It's a metal. Again, Robin. Robin's my guy. If you guys are new, haven't talked to me in from the comic book side of things, I am very, very much a second tier DC heroes. That's where I live. Nightwing, Tim Drake, Robin, Arsenal, Wally West Flash, Kyle Rayner, Green Lantern. That's where I live with those guys. That's the Teen Titans mostly. But yeah, I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to get it graded. That one I may end up going next level grade. We're going to put it right now. We're going to put it in PSA. But that one is very much a possibility that one is going to get switched to next level grade at a later date. All right. Then we have Darth Maul. Now, if you've been watching, you've seen me come across a R2-D2 like this, and I think I put it in next level grades. That's because R2-D2 is my favorite character. Darth Maul, not so much. This one I'm going to get graded at PSA. It's just something unique. I'm sure there's not a lot of these out there. I do want to see if I can find some more Young Jedi boxes to open and see if I can get some more of these. I bet I have Young Jedi cards somewhere out there, and we'll run across them someday. But I'd like to buy a box, but they're quite expensive right now. So we're going to send that to get graded at PSA as well. This is a unique one. I don't know if I'm sure I can get it graded, but it is a phone card. It's a Chris Jericho. I don't know what year it is, but it is a collectible limited edition phone card. I don't even know if it still would work. I don't think they make phone cards like this anymore, or even how to use them. I am going to bust this open, and if I can get that graded, I got to look into it. I'm sure I can. I know that they grade a bunch of stuff, but that'd be a unique thing to get graded. So I'm going to stick that in PSA as well. This was already done as a PSA pile. This card here is a hologram. I used to love the holograms for the early 90s. It is a Looney Tunes hologram from Upper Deck. I don't believe this is part of the Yeah, link back. I don't believe this is part of the set with Ken Griffey Jr., but they did do Upper Deck, Ken Griffey Jr., and Looney Tunes together, almost like a Space Jam thing, but for baseball in cards. I have a bunch of those cards out there. I'm not sure if this came with that or not, but it looks to the hologram looks to be in good. I mean, I don't know if that. I'm assuming that's on the case. I don't want to take every one of these out on the. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yeah, that's on the case. So I'm going to get that graded PSA. Although that corner, now that I'm looking at it, that corner's terrible. But I'm going to do it anyway just because that's kind of cool. The hologram itself's in good shape. A lot of times after years, they don't get all crusty. I have several holograms that are all crusty and unusable. Here's another hologram, DC Comics, Superman. And there's one behind it as well, Hawkman. And another one behind it, Wonder Woman. And another one behind it, Green Lantern. And then one last, Wave Rider. So I'm going to probably send all this again. I believe this would make I'm making myself a very large, or at least large enough submission where I could do my first submission to CGC and send all these, 4 of these, send the 2 Robins and the Darth Maul. So that seems like very likely. And like I said, this whole thing seems like it was already set aside to be PSA. So maybe that's what it is. Now we got a Jonathan Mingo. Now this came from, I bought Into a Break, a Carolina Panthers Prism break. It wasn't just Prism. They had several things, Prism and Mosaic, and I bet the next few cards are part of that. But there are going to be Bryce Youngs in here. All the Bryce, if this is what it is, all the Bryce Youngs will be going to PSA. The Jonathan Mingo seemed good, but now I'm starting to doubt he's going to be that good. So I am going to, put this into look into it, because I'm just not sure that he's going to be anything, and I don't want to waste the grade to do that. So we're going to look into that one. Maybe we do it, maybe we don't. So here is, and it's not called Mojo, Baseball's Mojo. I don't know what this one is, but here's a Bryce Young rookie parallel of some sort. I knew when we pulled it, but I don't remember now. So this will go to PSA, as will this Bryce Young Red Wave. That's a color match to his Alabama jersey. And we just hope with these, and here's a Bryce Young Prism rookie. So we just hope with these that Bryce Young can, at least we get these graded, we grade them soon. And Bryce Young has at least a few weeks where he does well and his cards start to climb. And then we can unload them while he's hot. Because I have no actual belief in Bryce Young. It's just that he was the only one that was inexpensive, and I didn't of the quarterbacks. I didn't want to spend on C.J. Stroud or Anthony Richardson because they were insane amounts. Jonathan Mingo, same thing. I'm going to stick this with the other card. The other card's even better than this one, so I'm going to stick it with that. If the depth chart comes out and he's one of the starting wide receivers, if the wide receivers are Deontay Johnson, Jonathan Mingo, and the former Viking, Adam Thielen, and the rookie and Terrence Marshall and them are the second strings, then I'll go ahead and get it graded. But I just think he's behind too many people. I don't think he's going to break into that lineup. Even when Thielen's gone, I think that they have Marshall and the rookie this year to go along with Deontay Johnson. I just don't see it happening. I could be wrong, but we'll wait on that one. There's a Bryce Young. That's just his base mosaic. We'll get that graded too. There's no harm in getting all these graded. Even some of the, like Justin Fields. You know, he still has a year or two before they decide they're gonna draft someone else, and he gets traded and is a backup like Justin Fields is. Even Justin Fields cards still have value because Fields very well could end up the starter there by the end of the season. You never know. Even think of Baker Mayfield and Geno Smith. The prices can go back up for these, high pick guys. So it's worth doing. Listen, Eloy Jimenez, I believe this Chrome is a rookie. That's why it's here. There's there's his top base rookie. But I'm gonna actually put these in the dollar bin because I don't think that there's ever a world where this card is considered. I don't think he's gonna ever and hasn't done enough to where he has a following and his base card. This one might, but you know what? This I'm sticking in, look into it, and this one I'm just sticking in the dollar bin. Actually, no, sticking it in the giveaway. Someone buys the White Sox, they'll get a decent one from the dollar bin. So the last two cards I have are in one touch, and they're both Adam Trammell and Paul Molitor rookie cards. So this one is in terrible shape. This one I think I've had most of my life. I just had it, and they just were already in bad shape when I got them. I probably bought it off of someone for a little amount because of the names. Molitor is one of my guys, but it was in bad shape. This one was given to me because he knows how big of a Molitor fan by a friend, and this one's in much better shape. I think that this one I'm just going to stick in my Paul Molitor collection as is. And this one I will consider getting SCG'd. I'm going to put it into... Well, actually, I think I do have a spot for SCGC. Do I have it? Is that... Yep, I do. My Willie McCovey's back there and a Terry Bradshaw. So I'm going to stick this in SGC to get that vintaged. This is going to go into my PC. And then these are all going to go into PSA. Now we're going to grab some stacks. We got some more time. Got another 10 minutes or so. So we'll go through this. A lot of this is just going to go into giveaway at this point. But here we go. I think maybe these were breaks that no one bought or something along those lines. So we got Trey Lance, Dan Fouts, James Conner, Xavier Howard, Drew Pearson, Devin Singletary, Davis Mills, Anquan Bolden, Miles Sanders, TJ Hawkinson, Brandon Cooks, Darnell Mooney, Deuce McAllister. We got a Rashad Bateman Select, Jordan Reed Playbook, Darius Geis, Jordan Reed, Devontae Parker, Kenyon Drake, Josh Rosen, Laviska Shenault. Those are all going into giveaway. We're just going to build up those teams, and eventually we'll list them on eBay or whatnot. All right. Now we got Kirk Cousins, Joe Mixon, Jalen Hurts. I got to remember, if any of these guys are my guys, put them on PC, but there wasn't any in the last. Chase Young, Tony Romo, Javonte Williams, Tyreek Hill, Darren Waller, Jamar Chase, that will go into my PC. George Kittle, that will go into my PC. Cooper Kupp will go into my PC. Devontae Adams will go into my PC. Now, my current NFL has not been defined. These are all guys that are potential PC guys. Part of what I'm doing off camera is defining what I'm collecting. I'm trying to cut it down a little. So a lot of these guys later will just get stuck into giveaway. But for now, those are all potential. J.J. Watt into my PC. Curtis Martin, Myles Garrett, Najee Harris. Mike Evans goes into my PC. Nick Chubb, Warren Moon, Chris Carter, Joe Burrow goes into my PC. Rodgers and Favre would both go into my PC, so I'd have to figure out which one to stick that in. Saquon Barkley goes into my PC, as does Jamar Chase. Makes me want to go back through that first stack and see if there were anything that I would have done. Jamar Chase goes into my PC. Not Jalen Hurts. Saquon Barkley goes into my PC. George Kittle would go into my PC. Not DJ Moore. But Cooper Kupp would. Devontae Adams would. Not Darren Waller. DeAndre Hopkins, I'd really have to consider that one, but I don't think I do. J.J. Watts. Adrian Peterson does. Melvin Gordon II, no. Kenyon Drake, no. Lamar Jackson, no. Adrian Peterson, yes, but I already got one, but we'll put it there and make a decision. There's a Javonte Williams rookie card. Okay, so those are all giveaway. Whereas a Javonte Williams rookie card, that we're going to get graded. Patrick Surtain, we're going to get graded. Javonte Williams base rookie card. The Mac Jones, not so much. Not anymore. Mac Jones, no. Mac Jones, no. Mac Jones, no. Najee Harris, I think he's going to have a big year. Pat Freiermuth, no. These were all originally clearly there to be graded. The Nico Collins, absolutely. I almost graded Nico Collins this year. So we're going to take these no's and stick them in giveaway. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick them in giveaway. If they start panning out and I wish I had graded them, well, someone will get a good card then if that happens. Kieran Williams, we've talked about this before. These are those Sage cards. The difference is the black ones. This is an insert, but the black ones are the base, and then the gray ones. I said there I had some gray ones somewhere. Those are the rarer ones. So these are the ones that I'll consider getting graded. As much as I would consider Kieran insert, it's still black. We're not going to do that. Jermaine Johnson, no. Derek Stingley, Kyle Hamilton. I'm going to put those to get graded. The Malik Willis, no. Zaquandre Wright, no. John Mechie, no. George Karlaftis, no. Keon Ingram, no. Brandon Smith, no. Brandon Smith, no. Jalen Tolbert, no. Tyler Algier, no. Khalil Shakir, no. Thayer Munford, no. Devontae Price, no. And Tyler Batty, no. So these are all going to go into giveaway. And then these will be, they'll be at the very back of PSA, but these are going to be PSA'd as well. Got a little bit of time left and about this many more cards, so let's just finish the stack I brought. Here we got more of these gray ones. Leo Chanel, no. Bailey Zappi, no. Aiden Hutchinson Black, no. These are base, so none of these will go. They're just not enough call for Sage, even if it is a good one. Jeremy Rucker, Kyle Hamilton, Brian Cook, Chad Muma, Brandon Smith, Bailey Zappi, Quay Walker, Abram Smith, Jeremy Rucker, Leo Chanel, George Karlaftis, Arno Evakude, Shakir, Calvin Austin III, Kyle Hamilton, Isaiah Spiller, John Mechie, Theo Jackson, Darian Beaver, Kingley, Bailey Zappi. All right, and then the last few cards, we got a Trey Lance, which we're giving up on. No. Trey Lance, no. Trey Lance, no. Davis Mills, which we're giving up on. This tells you almost exactly when I put this together, because I put it together when Davis Mills took over as a starter. He took over the starter, and I was like, he's playing, he's in, and he's not doing bad. Let's get these cards graded. But now, not so much. So, all of these are going to giveaways. So, we got a stack full of things to get graded. Probably the most, obviously most is the giveaway. A lot of just extra stuff went to the giveaway. I got a small stack of PC, which again, I need to evaluate. I'd say a third of this is probably not going to end up in my PC. I just have to decide who I collect and who I don't. And then a nice stack for PSA. And that's about the time there, guys. That was about 20 minutes. So thank you so much for coming out. Next episode, we will be doing another set. I think I'm going to do a traded set, either score hockey. You know what? Let's do score hockey. We're going to do 1990 score hockey traded, rookie and traded set. So I'll see you guys in the next video.